One. Hey, everybody! Here we are for another night with talking sports with the legend.
Yes, sir.
This is Steve Big Harry, the legend, talking to Kelly Logan, the new general manager of the Philadelphia Soul.
Hey, how you guys doing out there?
Right, take it away, Stevie.
Thank you for doing this for me.
Oh, no problem. Anytime, Steve.
All right.
Where are you from?
I am from, I would say New Jersey. I lived in Philadelphia till I was about maybe 9 years of age, and then moved to New Jersey in Willingboro, New Jersey, where I grew up and went to high school and all that good stuff at.
Where did you go to high school?
Willingboro High School.
Where did you go to college?
I went to Livingstone College in North Carolina, then transferred to Texas Southern University, TSU.
Did you play any sports?
Oh, most definitely. Football.
All right.
What was your major?
Business administration.
There you go. Didn't I tell you, Steve?
What did you do after college?
Well, at first I tried to do what like everybody else tried to do is play professional football. I tried out for Houston, tried out for the CFL, the Agronauts in CFL. Then after that, I went to the AFL and played a couple years in the AFL.
What position did you play?
What position did you play?
When I first started, strong safety, and then when I got to the arena football, I was middle linebacker, which was the MAC, and then I was a running back.
In the AFL, how many years did you play in the AFL? That's the Arena Football League, right?
Yes, 3 years.
3 years. Who'd you play for in that league?
The Massachusetts Maseratas and the Connecticut Coyotes.
Steve had a friend that had tried out and played in. He went to Delaware Valley University, and then he tried out for a couple teams, but he never hooked up with anybody, right?
No.
And he started refereeing, he started making some real money. He started refereeing football, high school football, and that's where the kid went to high school. Father Judge High School. It's one of the
Father Judge.
Yes, and he tried to give it a go, and it was funny because I told him, I said, man, I give you credit because it's great if you're single and don't have a family that you can try out and do it, and that's when you got to try it out. And I tell Steve all the time, we interviewed a couple professional football players, the Eagles. What was his name, Steve? Linebacker.
Alex Singleton.
Yes, Alex Singleton, and he was drafted in the CFL because his mother was Canadian. Yeah, and it was so funny. And when you said, that's what made me think of it right away when you said the CFL. That's awesome.
Yes. Yeah. It's very hard to get the CFL. You have to be, for Americans at least. You only allow a certain amount of Americans to be on the team.
Ain't that funny, Steve?
Yeah.
Americans playing American football up in Canada.
Yeah. I know, it's crazy. It's crazy. Yeah.
What did you do before becoming the GM for the Soul?
So I've been coaching arena football in the different leagues like the AIF, AIFA, CIFA, CIFL. I think that's what it's called, CIF or something like that. And which I was always on an inaugural team in Pennsylvania, so I was the head coach for the Harrisburg Stampede, head coach for the York Capitals, head coach for the Lehigh Valley Outlaws, defensive coordinator for the Lehigh Valley Steelhawks. I was also head coach for the Reading Express, and I coached collegiate level football for LaSalle University.
Get out of here! Tell them about that, Steve. LaSalle
Yeah.
University. Remember, didn't you have a connection there with
Yeah,
somebody?
McCarthy.
No, the football team.
Oh no, Aunt Terry got me tickets.
Yeah, friend of or her friend. My sister-in-law works at a deli in the Northeast Philly area, and when
Okay.
LaSalle was playing, I guess one of the coaches came in, and I thought you met the guy,
Mm-mm.
and I told Steven we played my college played them in soccer, but they had a football program and then lost it, and then they brought it back, and then they lost it again, right?
Yeah, yes. Now I was the second group, not the first group, but
Right.
the second group that came in. Yep.
Yeah, we went to the game together, me and you,
Yeah,
right?
one time.
Yeah, and you might have been coaching that team at that time. Were you a head coach or defensive coach?
No, I was just a D-back coach.
D-back coach, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
D-back / linebacker coach. Yep.
that was our high school. The high school I went to closed down, and the last game they played it out at LaSalle, and it was when it was but it was when they didn't have a team, so they had the portable goal posts.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was funny because it was a great game. It was like it was North Catholic versus Frankfurt High School, and it was a rivalry that was like one of the oldest in the city. But because I went to the Catholic school, North Catholic, and it was closing, so they had normally we had one bleachers was North and the other bleacher was Frankfurt. The whole section.
Right.
So that day, because North was closing, the whole I guess east side was North, and then the west side we had to sit on the west side because we got there late. My other son had a broken foot.
Yeah,
we got there late, and we had to sit on the other side, and it was so funny because North Catholic almost had like I would probably say like 80% of the stadium, and it was a great game. Frankfurt always had a better football team, but we always played them good, and it was like a big rivalry from neighborhoods. But at the end, it wasn't neighborhood rivalry anymore. At the end, it was because these kids nowadays can go to any high school they want to go.
Yes, yep.
So that's why
it's crazy.
I seen the gray beard on Mr. Kelly Logan there.
He
said when he went to Willingboro, he didn't have a choice. He couldn't say, "Hey, Mom, I want to go to Camden Catholic, Camden Kennedy Public School." You couldn't do it back then, Steve.
Yeah, not at all.
And that's what I tried to explain to him and these young kids. I said, you guys got a big advantage over us. How about the portal? What do you think of the portal?
Oh man, that is crazy, man. The portal, man. If I had the portal back when I was playing like that, boy. It would have been amazing.
He went to a junior college, you said, right?
Who's that?
You said you went to a junior college first?
No. I went to Livingstone College.
Livingstone College. What division was that?
1AA.
1AA, like Villanova.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then he wanted to continue and try to go pro. So he went to Texas Southern.
Yep.
So did you have to sit out a year?
No, thank God. I thought I was going to have to, but no, I didn't have to.
Yeah. See, back when I'm a little older than Kelly. I'll be 61 coming up.
Okay.
I went, and they had whole different rules. You couldn't work if you weren't Division I and you were on a scholarship. You couldn't have a job.
Right.
So that's why
now these days, because I actually worked at the school when I was actually, which they called
assistant, graduate assistant.
No, when you're at school.
The RA.
Not an RA. I can't even think of the name of it. Where I was working in the kitchen.
Okay.
When I was a freshman. What is it called? Can't even think of the name of it.
Internship, dietary.
No, it was just to make extra money.
Right.
So what happened was, they didn't call it scholarships back then.
Grant.
They called it a grant, sports grant.
Right.
So you might have had like $150, $300 that was left off on the sports grant, and you had to pay it by working. But then when I got finished my payments, because I basically I went to school for free, but so I decided to keep the job. So I worked all year because it was easy work and I would get paid.
Right.
So I didn't mind doing it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I tried to explain to him, these guys, when he was going to college, he wanted to pursue a professional career, and you heard all the jumping around he did, but he did play.
Yes.
He wasn't making NFL money.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And now these kids in college make NIL money, name,
Oh man,
image, and likeness. And if they're great, they can get $1 million and while they're in school.
crazy,
Like
crazy.
Caitlin Clark.
Right, Caitlin Clark. He
Yep.
sent her a message. She said she will do an interview, but she's a little busy right now, I
Mhm.
guess.
Oh really?
Yeah, yeah.
Awesome, man.
He gets around, and we always try to promote the people that he's interviewing, and we talk to him about the next question, Steve. How does
the team look
this year? We
this
noticed
year?
your first game Saturday night, right?
Yes, I'm excited. We have some. First of all, I will say this about. I'm not going to talk about even how great athletes they are. I'm going to talk about their personality. It starts off with personality first. It talks about discipline. It talks about all those great things before you even get on the football field. And I think this year is a wonderful year for a group of young men who are disciplined, they have awesome personalities. They're very intelligent young men. They're willing to work. They're willing to be coachable. And then I could say that they're great athletes. So, I can't promise that we're going to be 10-0, 9-0, well, 10-0, or 8-2, but I can promise you that we're going to put the best players on the field at all times. And I'm sure that we're going to have a decent record.
Let's go to the next
Now,
one.
will you get to travel with the team?
Oh, yes. I will be able to travel. Will I travel to all the games? Not really. I've done a lot of traveling in my lifetime. I am traveling to Louisiana because it's the first game. Like to meet some handshake, shake some of the GMs, like the GM from Voodoo, and just whoever's there, I could be able to network a little bit and see how things go. But I will go to, I would say, 50 to 60% of the games.
You only had 3 home games this year. Where will they be played at?
They're gonna be played at the Cure Insurance Arena, which is in Trenton, New Jersey.
Oh, awesome. Tell them about your Trenton experience, Steve.
I went to the Trent Thunder game on the field.
Oh
Trenton,
yeah?
yeah, he plays special needs rugby. So
Okay.
yeah,
Pitch.
what's that?
What's the first
Throw
pitch?
the whole team
Yeah.
each got a turn throwing the first pitch out. It was really cool.
Oh,
Trenton. I always try to tell people about minor
Thunders,
and
Trent Thunder.
you guys were great
Yeah.
for Trenton Thunder. Yeah,
Mhm.
you guys Philadelphia Soul used to be so much fun to go to the games, and that's what we went to. We didn't go like I always tell them. It's an experience when you go to a sporting event, and
Oh, most
to
definitely.
get the best out of it. And he gets has some issues with lights and stuff like that at weddings and at concerts and stuff, but. If he's in the right environment, he can really enjoy himself, and it's
Right.
for him to see sometimes. So that's why we want to go and I wanted to hear where it was at because we have friends that played the professional indoor soccer. Remember the last year it was in Temple.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Okay.
So Temple had, they did a little, field inside the Leocora Center.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so it's really neat. We love traveling the minor league stuff, and not that
Awesome.
the Soul's minor league, but it's the gateway to the NFL. So,
Yes. Yes.
how about any NFL prospects you think you got on the team? Anybody that you want to mention?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I try to stay away from the players as much as I can in practice. Matter
Right.
of fact, I haven't seen a full practice yet because I'm so involved with the business part of it right this second. So really, be honest with you, this first game is the first time I ever really actually seen him play. I've seen him off and on where I'll go into practice. I'll sit there for 15 minutes and then I gotta get back to work. So this year, because it's the new year, um, I want to make sure that we have all the business taken care of, from medical to always to the first home game. So I've been pretty busy, but I can tell you that I think you're going to be amazed for what I've seen so far. I think everybody's going to be excited to see what we're going to put on the field.
In charge,
Are you in charge of what?
getting the players.
Are you in charge of getting the players?
Fill the
Well, that's a good question. This year, because I just started 4 weeks ago,
Mhm.
95% of the players was actually signed. Uh, because we have such a wonderful head coach, Coach Patrick Fimmel. I didn't think I had to do anything but sit there and watch him do his thing. And so this year, I'm gonna be honest, not really. Maybe next year, next season, I'll have a better chance to be able to help and uh, pick the guys that we need to have the best players on the field for next year. But as of right now, this year, not really. I have a few guys that I'll be inviting to for a 2-day tryout coming up real soon after this game is over. Um, and those guys, maybe they'll make the team or maybe they won't. But we'll always keep on bringing players um, to see if, of course, if they can make the team or not. Because in arena football, there's always injuries, unfortunately. And when there's injuries, you got to be ready for the next guy to be up and ready to go.
That's pretty cool, huh, Steve?
Yeah.
Tryout, 2-day tryout.
Mm-hmm.
Tell them who your last interview was with.
Oh, Vince Papale.
Really?
Yeah.
I want to meet him.
Yeah, man, it was a long time. We tried. Steven tried for over a year, and everybody who knows the story, the Eagles, Vic Vermeil said, "I want to have a tryout and see who wants to." And I always tell Steven, there's always lessons learned in life, and one of the biggest lessons it was you need what he said, heart and desire.
Right.
And they're good people, and that's what he said about the guys that were on the team. They're good people, and that's what I try to tell him. Focus on the personality. Tell him about all the great athletes you interviewed, huh?
Yeah.
Right.
Tell him, Steve. Carly Lloyd.
Carly Lloyd, yeah.
Yeah, and these are people that everybody knows. The soccer player from the Delran, New Jersey. So he reaches out, and a lot of great people get back to him. And that's why I tell him, I said, Mr. Logan's a general manager, but we don't know his whole story, and that's what we like to get his story, right, Steve?
Yeah.
That's right.
That's a heck of a story. You got a very interesting story, Kelly.
Right. Well, thank you very much.
No, we thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule coming up. Game coming up this week. What else you want to ask him, Steve?
Well, the games will all be on TV, right?
NFL Network, yes.
All the games will be.
Well, no, I think we have 8 out of 10 games.
Yeah,
NFL Network.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So we'll be able to see all the games there, Steve.
Yeah,
almost. And I think the other 2 games, I can't call. I think it's called Graves, something like that. But I will try to figure out what that is called. So if you want to see it, if that 2 games are not, I'm sure that's going to be on YouTube or something.
Right. Well, tell him, Steve, you're the YouTube champ, right?
Yeah.
He watches all kinds of games on YouTube, right, Steve?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's how many subscribers you got on your YouTube, Steve?
850 something.
So there you go. So maybe we can get some of them 800 out to the Cure Arena. So you got to get on the website as soon as we're done and check out some ticket prices, because I seen your games. The first game is home game is May 26th, and that's a Sunday. And I said that's got to be the Sunday around Memorial Day weekend, right?
Yes.
So there we go. We can schedule. So I'm off the next day from work.
I don't think I got baseball that day.
Right, you won't have baseball that day, right?
Yeah.
He does. He's in a special needs softball league at the Miracle Field up in Northampton.
Oh, okay, awesome. So you y'all from the Bucks County area, or?
Well, we're right on the border. We live right near county line, so we're in Montgomery County, but we're in Huntington Valley. So like one of the NFL players went to grow up around here. He plays on the he played on the Packers last year. Big offensive line kid. He went to Notre Dame, and he got drafted by the 49ers, and then he played a couple years there, and then he signed for the Packers, I think, last year.
Lions, I think.
Awesome.
The Lions, you're right. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's another guy you could have reached out to. So Kelly, man, I tell you, it's great, especially because he's from Willingboro, New Jersey, and hear all that Pennsylvania teams he did, right?
Yes.
And then he said general manager, and he said business administration. So see, he's not just an athlete; he's a very intelligent man who
most definitely. That's important.
worked his way up, and that's why I try to tell him 1% of the college athletes wind up playing professional sports.
Yes,
The other
that's it.
99% become professionals in other areas of the
That's right.
and he stayed in athletics all his life. Ain't that cool?
Yeah.
Yep.
Tell him what you do for your
I'm
job.
assistant coach for Holy Family University women's soccer team.
He's a volunteer.
Oh, really?
How many seasons, Steve? Tell him.
12 going on 13.
13.
All right.
Coming up.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. So
All right.
we want Kelly to have a long career like you, right,
Yeah.
Steve?
Yeah.
Kelly,
Yeah.
man, we wish you all the luck. Anything else you want to ask him, Steve?
No.
So you got all the great questions out. The Cure Arena, we were dying to know that. We didn't know where they were going to be playing at. And I said,
Okay.
we love arena football. And that's why
Right.
we go for the experience and the fun. And it's so much, it's so exciting. You know, a lot of scores. And when they had to tell them what our favorite part was. Remember the cheerleaders in the aisles?
Oh, no.
Yeah, you
I
remember.
remember one guy.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, the announcer. See?
His name was got the ball.
Yep.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. You know, they let you keep the ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Well, I'll make sure you get a ball, okay?
Oh, Kelly, we look forward to coming to the home games, like I said, and maybe we'll reach out to you before the home game and maybe come over and say hi to you.
Most definitely. I would love for him to come down and meet all the players also.
Oh, that would be great, man. Yeah. See, there you go, Steve.
So just text me and I'll make sure that happens. And
what do you say, Steve?
Thank you.
Oh, no problem. Anytime, man. Anytime. I'm just really proud. I feel proud, and I thank you for allowing me to be part of your podcast. It's been a lot to me, and I hope I'll be back on it again. And I encourage you to keep on doing what you're doing, because by who you are right now, talking to me, I could tell all my players that if he could do it, you could do it. There's nothing that you can't do. And I'm glad. I almost feel like I should be interviewing you. But I'm really proud of you. You keep on playing softball. You keep on doing the assistant coaching, because there's a lot of people looking at you, looking like you're the NFL, NBA player. So you just keep on doing what you're doing, and anytime you want me to get on this mic with you, I'm always willing. And I appreciate you allowing me to be a part of your family.
Thank you so much, Kelly, man. You have been wonderful. And like I said, we do this to promote the people, whether it be, a cause, but also this is a cause, man. This is the gateway to the NFL, right, Steve? We can't wait to see some of the future NFL guys, and if they don't make it, we still love going, right, Steve?
That's right.
Thank you so much, Kelly. You've been a great man. We love you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Great luck to you this year.
Yes, sir.
Thank you so much. All right, Steve.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good luck.
Thank you. Uh-oh.